Do you know that people in North America eat more than 6 times the recommended amount of red meat? Because of the great demand, the global beef production has more than tripled over the past 50 years. However, beef production is bad for the environment.
This graph shows that animal-based food has larger carbon footprint, while beef has the largest among all food. Every kg of beef production emits 60 kg greenhouse gas. This is more than twice of the second largest contributor, lamb production.
How come beef has such a large carbon footprint? There are two main reasons. I will explain each of them and prove that why we should eat less meat.
The first reason is methane production from cows. A part of cattle's digestive process called enteric fermentation produce large number of methane, CH4, as a byproduct.
Methane is a potent greenhouse gas that has more than 8 times the warming power of carbon dioxide. If a single cow produced 220 pounds of methane a year, it already equals 3.1 gigatons of carbon dioxide. In fact, 30% of global warming is due to the increased use and production of methane.
With the world's rising demand for beef, the emissions of methane continue to rise. Since 2000, annual methane emissions from cattle have grown by more than 10% to more than 72,000 kilotons in 2019. If we continue the current habit of eating beef, the global warming situation will only accelerate and become irreversible. Another way beef production drives climate change is through destroying forests and converting them into grazing land. To increase profits, ranchers destroy forests and other habitats for pasture and growing feeds. It is estimated that an area of rainforest larger than New York is destroyed and converted to grazing land each year.
So, what does clearing rainforests mean to the environment? Rainforests absorb 2.4 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide annually, so cutting the trees will increase the emission. According to WWF, beef production accounts for a quarter of global land use change emission. And as Walter Willett, a nutritionist at Harvard University, said, eating beef raised on grain produce on the Amazon is like coal-fired power plants, the worst thing you could possibly do. To save the earth, we can make greener choice. Reducing the consumption of meat is one of them. According to the journal Scientific Report, if everyone in the US reduced eating 25% of meat, the annual greenhouse gas emission will be reduced by 1%. Although it doesn't seem to be a lot, eating less meat has more benefits aside from mitigating global warming. For example, it can save huge amounts of water needed for livestock farming, and saving the rainforest means improving biodiversity. If the land freed up from farming is used for forest land or more efficient food production, we can reduce even more emission and create a more sustainable food production system. Let's save our planet and eat less meat.